Here are 2 reasons why you absolutely should have a throwaway gun. My name is Jason Hanson. I'm a former CI officer. I'm going to tell you what a throwaway gun is, I kind of recommend, and again, the 2 reasons why you should have one. Okay, so first, what are the reasons before I get to exactly what a throwaway gun is? Well, reason number 1, let's say, heaven forbid, you have a home invasion, or heaven forbid, you're at the gas station, some punk tries to kill you, you get a draw, and you end up shooting him. Well, we know the police are going to confiscate your weapon, and they're going to take it, and you might not see it for weeks, months, you might never see it again. If you only own one gun, well, now you've got to go through the hassle and the stress where you're already going to be stressed, obviously, from being in a self-defense shooting, of having to go quickly purchase another gun. So having one gun is like, I can't think of a simile or metaphor here, that would be like having one flashlight, or only one meal of survival food, or only 1 gallon of water. I mean, having one gun is unfathomable to me, right? On this table back here, we have 27 of my pistols. I'll show you some of them here in a minute, but that is reason number 1 to have a throwaway gun is worst case scenario, somebody invades your house, you have to protect your wife and kids and your family, and then they confiscate your gun. Well, obviously, you still want to have another gun. So that's reason number 1 to have a throwaway gun. Reason number 2 to have a throwaway gun is, let's go to another even worst case scenario, or maybe even, it depends on your outlook, is let's say, we know during Hurricane Katrina, the police were coming around and knocking on doors and confiscating guns. Let's say the federales came around to your house and tried to confiscate your gun. Some people say, like, no matter what, I'm not going to give it to them, or I'm going to open the door with my AR-15 and blow them away. No, you don't want to do any of that. You want to have a throwaway gun, because listen to me, how do I say this without getting myself in trouble? All they want to do is show they did something. They're not going to be putting the best and the brightest coming around to knock on your door to confiscate guns. So if you have a throwaway gun and they say, hey, Mr. Smith, you got any guns? Oh, yes, here's my Springfield XD. They can check it off their list, they got it, right? And again, I know some people are freaking out.
Oh, I'd never do that, I'm going down. Well,
pick and choose your battles, all right? You got to be very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Use the intelligence operative mindset, all right? You got to be crafty, my friend. So those are the 2 reasons to have a throwaway gun. 1, self-defense shooting, and number 2, jackbooted thugs knock on your door and you've got something to give them so they can check your box, get out of your way, and leave you alone. Now, what is a throwaway gun? A throwaway gun is not the world's cheapest piece of crap that you can find you don't mind giving away. Because remember, you might be using this for self-defense. You might be using this to bet your life on. So it's not a high point. It's not some gun you find at the pawn shop that probably doesn't work and might have a broken firing pin. Ask me how I know. So don't go cheap on your throwaway guns. That's the misnomer, is like it's some piece of crap that's completely rusted and doesn't fire. That's what I'm going to give the federales. No, it should be a normal, regular gun, and polymer pistols aren't that expensive these days. So what could be a throwaway gun? Well, it could be a Glock 19, one of the guns I have here. It could be, as I just showed you, my Springfield XD. It could be my Sig Sauer P365 XL right here. It could be a Walther PDP. What is right here? It could be a Springfield XD9. It could be a CZ P10C. It could be a Canic. I gotta remember which Canic model this is. This is the Meat SFX. Of course, I had to look. It could be a Canic. It could be a CZ75. It could be a Sig Sauer P320. A Sig Sauer SP 2022, a Remington RP9, red-headed stepchild of guns. It could be a Springfield Echelon. It could be a Walther PPQ. I love Walthers. They have great triggers, best stock trigger in my opinion. A Walther PDP, a Walther Creed, another Walther PPQ, another Glock 17, a Sig Sauer, another P320, or this is the long slide Glock 34. So every single one of these guns I just mentioned are good throwaway guns because they're reliable guns, they work, and if somebody confiscates them, it's not like it's a $5,000 1911 that is an heirloom that you never want to part with, and believe me, I'm a 1911 fan. So now you know the 2 reasons you got to have a throwaway gun. Now you know the type of throwaway guns you should have. I just gave you an excuse to buy more guns, and you can never own too many guns. I'm former CI officer Jason Hanson. If you want to know the absolute real secret on how to legally hide your guns from the government, how to protect them, what intelligence operatives do, I urge you to go to spieshideguns.com. That's SPIES hideguns.com. Legally hide your guns from the government. And if you have to give them a throwaway gun, guess what? If you own any other guns, a big if, right? I mean, I don't own more than these pistols, right? You're gonna be safe. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go shoot some guns. God bless you. God bless America.